Hey guys, Lee Taft here with another Technique Tuesday. What we're going to talk about today is the hip turn. I've already kind of covered it a little bit, but I want to go into some strategies that can help improve athletes that are not getting around really well on this. Again, the hip turn, like the plyo step or directional step, they're pretty natural. They happen without really a ton of coaching, but you're going to have those athletes that don't have great range when they make their movement. So let me just take you real quick through a progression of the hip turn. First one is we start with the quick hips. Quick hips is a basic drill. Try to get the athletes wide enough, knees to the inside, so we have an angle to push with. And if the coach points right or left, the athlete will go right or left and come back. I like to have the athletes turn, pause, and feel that angle to push off. Okay, so step one is the quick hips. Whatever way the coach points, that's the way you go. Really good drill to do with an athlete, face-to-face mirror drill. So if the athlete goes one way, the opposing athlete goes the same way. Okay, so if they turn that way, I would turn that way. Okay. The next one is a hip turn to a pop off. So now I'm going to do a hip turn and immediately pop off. If you look at it this way, I push off. The key with the hip turn is get out of the space you're in as fast as possible. I got to create separation immediately. So I don't want to turn, wait, then push. It's an immediate kick and create separation. The next one is we go to a shuffle. So if I'm going to do my hip turn, I go here and I go immediately to a shuffle. The third one would be, or the fourth one actually, would be a crossover. So I go here, I open, and then I open the front side, and then I turn and I run. So a little bit faster, and then I gain my distance from there. Okay. The next one would actually be if you turn and you ran, but it's almost like the crossover run. Now, a couple strategies to work on. If you have athletes that have a hard time disassociating, because if they turn as a full unit, they're not going to take advantage of that stretch reflex that we want. Or if they tend to pop up, what I like to call corkscrew, where they corkscrew up out of it. So one of the exercises I like to do, you can do this with a partner, or I like doing it with a band, is if I'm going to go to my right, I hold with my right. So I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to hip turn, and this locks me down. It keeps my front side, so I do disassociate, let my hips go by keeping my upper body here. And then so if I'm held like this, then when I release, I can really explode out of it versus a full movement, which is very uncoordinated, right? So what we do is we hook it on again, get some tensions. We knock out some reps. Really, really good drill. Another one that I like to do is the mistake response. I think we have to make sure we take time to teach our athletes how to get out of mistakes. So what we do is we encourage them to make a mistake and then recover. We can go through that whole sequence again of a pop-off, a shuffle, and a crossover if you want. But what it basically is, if I'm facing you, and if you made a move to my right, and I ended up going like this, but then you crossed over and went this way, I got to be able to get out of that. So what we try to do is we get our athletes to be able to make the mistake and then get out of it and make the next move, whatever it is, based on how fast they have to go to stay with their opponent. So it could be a shuffle, it could be a crossover. So the first progression is we start the athletes in the mistake, we get them out of it. Second one is the direction we point in is the direction of the mistake. So they always go the other way. So if the coach points this way, we go here, and then we get out of it and we go. And then the third one is we don't tell the athletes which way we're going to point. So I could point either way, and then they just have to make the mistake, and then they naturally go the other way. Again, really good drill to do with a partner because it becomes live. You get the feeling of what it's like to have an athlete matched up against you. And so they're generating their speed based off the speed of their opponent, okay? So real simple drills, great strategy, get your athletes to lock down that front side so you get that disassociation, which is technically your stretch reflex, and that's what makes us be more powerful. Okay, we're back next week with another Technique Tuesday.